Bucks
So,
Lions.
yep, yep. Colin, you want to
Sweet.
kick us off?
No, I was gonna ask you, who do you have for the Bucks? I'm gonna go last for the Bucks because
Okay.
okay.
I've got an interesting one. I've got Levante David.
Oh yeah, what
So
is it?
Levante David, they're veteran
Mm.
linebacker. Um, and so my reasoning behind that is the Lions, obviously they've got Amon-Ra St. Brown, but Jared Goff has been proven to fumble under pressure, I guess we could say, especially after that Thanksgiving game. And we know the Buccaneers blitz a lot. They're going to need to establish the run game if they're going to want to win this game. And more so than anything, they're going to need to get David Montgomery cooking. Jahmyr Gibbs, obviously, he's incredible as well, but they use him more for spacing reasons and a lot more on pass plays. So they've got a little bit higher volume with the big backs on rushing down the pipe with David Montgomery. And I think if they shut him down, if they know okay, it's going to be more of a spread offense today, it's going to be more Jahmyr Gibbs and Amon-Ra, they're going to be able to blitz more. And I think that's kind of their X factor for this is Levante David being the leader on the defense and at the linebacker core, making sure that they're shutting down the run.
Being the first to tackle, bringing him down on the first tackle. One of the biggest things I've noticed, like in the difference in the game today, is like players do not know how to wrap up. There'll be so many first, second, third tackle attempts that running backs especially are because they're so evasive now. They'll just slip right through them. And it's like, dude, the first thing I was taught, the fundamentals of a linebacker, is you get yourself into a position where you can grab that dude and not fucking let him go. He's not getting another yard after you. That's the point. Whereas guys nowadays, like, oh, all of a sudden there's the guy that I'm supposed to tackle is fucking right in front of me. Like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do?
Yeah.
And by the time that they're thinking about it, he's already gone. It's like, no, 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 no. You fucking go through him, you tackle him, and you wrap up. You shouldn't be getting through you. Anyway, on to you, Cam.
I'm Jake. You and I are well, brilliant minds think alike. Because I was thinking the same exact thing. Jared Goff, if you make him one dimensional
Mhm.
and force him to pass every play, he's bound to make a mistake. Simple as that. And I think that starts with, however, I didn't say Levante David, I said Vita Vea.
Okay.
They're big fucker in the trenches,
Yeah.
right?
The big
D
hoss.
Yeah.
tackle. Yeah. I mean, he's probably a top three D tackle in the league with maybe Aaron Donald ahead of him and Chris Jones.
Mhm.
I, I frankly think Vita Vea is a huge X factor in this game and stopping the run specifically. Because a lot of their team, a lot of their D line, mainly pass rushers. So they're gonna have to be able to shut down that run early on or on early downs and force them into some third and long situations.
Mhm.
That's how they win this game. And I think that starts at the D line slash linebacker force. So yeah, what about you, Colin?
Okay, so yeah, I'm definitely taking a different track than you guys. Like I said earlier, I'm doing quarterbacks for my first three, and this is not the exception. I'm taking Baker Mayfield, guys, just because, like I we talked about earlier, I think his confidence propels this team to wins. I think when he's at his best and he's slinging it and he's finding his receivers and he's getting his time, there's really not many better quarterbacks out there right now, at this level of the postseason. So I think his confidence is gonna lead this team to a victory. I mean, or it's gonna crumble, and we'll see, truly what he's made of. So
Yeah,
Right
I
on.
I can definitely see it. This I wouldn't be surprised if the Buccaneers won this game, to be honest
Same.
I
with
wouldn't
you.
either. I wouldn't
Um,
either.
and that's a weird thought, but Baker, man, he's one of those dudes where it's just like you let him get a lead. Like if I'm the Bucks and I win the coin toss, I want the ball. You know, because if you let
Yeah.
Baker get a lead, he gets that swagger, he gets that confidence, and the Lions don't play as well from behind.
No,
That's
not at
that's just a
all.
win-win, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So my impact player, my X factor for the Lions is actually Amon-Ra St. Brown. And
Mhm.
I think if they want to win this game, they need to to your point earlier in the Bucks defense being really quick, a lot of blitz packages, really quick to get to the quarterback, lots of pressure, that kind of stuff. I think they'll need to alter him, get him like shorter, more shallow routes, and rely on his talent in the backfield to get them those extra yards. Just to your point about like pressure specifically, I think he's going to be their impact player, and I think he could put up 200 yards in this game. Like I wouldn't think like he's done it before. He's put up 300 yards in a game before.
What? Bro, what are you talking about?
So I think if they win this game, he's gonna be one of the workhorses for sure.
I think the biggest thing for the Lions, and this builds on the point of not playing from behind if you don't want to play from behind if you're the Lions. And I also think the Bucks are in a similar camp where they're another team that doesn't want to play from behind. I think this is like a weirdly similar matchup kind of, and just kind of the vibes you get from the two different teams. But I took Aiden Hutchinson. I think he has 7 sacks over his last 3 games. If he gets to Baker early and often and is shutting down the run game, and if he's balling out, I have no doubt in my mind that the Lions take this game. I think because you force a couple 3 and outs with from 3rd and longs with Aiden Hutchinson. You keep the Buccaneers defense on the field a lot. That's going to tire them out. And I think the Lions are built more to have a time of possession game than the 100%. Bucks are. So that's my thought process on this. But yeah, Jake, what are you thinking?
Yeah, that's actually, those might be the best points you've ever made in your life, Cam. That's a great point.
God damn. What a humdinger.
the Bucks are definitely a big play team, but they're not built for possession. So I had a different approach when I picked mine. I went with Jahmyr Gibbs, just kind of playing chess against myself. When I was talking about how they need to establish the run. And part of that too is because I was thinking more about mistakes Jared Goff makes. And he's got to do well with checkdowns to Jahmyr Gibbs, because the Bucks are gonna get pressure to him. He has a low pocket presence IQ. He's not great about knowing when and what to do when the pocket is collapsing. So they're gonna need to utilize Jahmyr Gibbs on those pass plays.
I like that take.
Cool.
Yeah, no, I like how we're all different too. This has been good so far. I think we're all highlighting different strengths of the game, and I'll be watching these games next weekend, and I'll be watching these players, and I'm sure they'll be standing out. So,
100%. Or what's y'all's prediction for the game? Real quick before I'm assuming we're all picking the Ravens, right, for the first one. But Bucks Lions is more of a toss up. So what are y'all feeling?
I think the Lions have built up too much momentum to stop now. Yeah,
I could see the Bucks winning, but I got the Lions.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take the Bucks on this one. My gut's telling me the Bucks.
No, I agree. I think one point I do want to make. I think the team who scores first in this Bucks Lions game is going to win, which is a weird thing. Scores a touchdown first.